Good morning, distinguished speakers and my dear friends. It's my pleasure to welcome you all to the 202nd weekly webinar of AABN. Your presence here reiterates the fact that you're keen on spending time meaningfully even on the weekend. We truly appreciate that. As you're all aware, AABN has been engaging you with lively sessions with the objective of helping you hit the refresh button on emerging trends on a range of topics. This Sunday too, you'd be delighted to know that we have two illustrious speakers. With over 60% of our alumni being entrepreneurs, it was an organic decision to float AABN as a dynamic entrepreneurial ecosystem that caters for domestic and global markets. It's not just a talent pool, it's also a space for established entrepreneurs to network and for the aspiring ones to galvanize ideas and support. Today, we have two illustrious guest speakers, Dr. Sudipto Bhattacharya and Mr. Rajib Chakraborty, to deliberate on the topic Care for Mother Nature is Now or Never. The world is our home and we are its stewards. Caring for the planet and its many inhabitants is a duty we all share. As we learn more about the fragility of our environment, it becomes even more important to take steps to protect it and care for it. One of the most important things we can do to care for the planet is to reduce our impact on it. Every day, each of us makes choices that affect the environment. Many people believe that individuals cannot make a difference in the health of the planet, but every person's actions do matter. Collectively, our small individual actions can have a large impact on the environment. Taking care of Mother Nature is important for many reasons. First and foremost, it is our responsibility as stewards of the planet. Secondly, by taking care of the environment, we are also taking care of ourselves and future generations. Finally, taking care of the planet is simply the right thing to do. When we take care of Mother Nature, we are ultimately taking care of ourselves and our children. The air we breathe, the water we drink, and the food we eat are all products of the natural environment. By taking steps to protect the environment, we are also protecting our own health and the health of future generations. Given their backgrounds, they are the most suited ones to talk about it. Friends, put your hands together for our guests and let me have the privilege of introducing them to you. Dr. Sudipto takes pride in his Ramakrishna mission schooling and nurtures strong social orientation. When in college, he initiated a community development program along with the local youth to educate the underprivileged and make them employable. He is a motivational speaker on public forums and an accomplished quizmaster. He is management educator and administrator, entrepreneur, researcher and author, corporate trainer and startup mentor. He was chosen as national expert by Asian Productivity Organization, Tokyo, to research entrepreneurship in APO economies. Co-authored a book, Startup to Scale Up, an entrepreneur's handbook, co-edited a book titled Appreciative Inquiry Approaches to Organizational Transformation, published by IGI Global, USA. Co-editor of book titled Confronting Challenges, Conflicts and Crises, 4C in Managing Businesses, published by Academic Publications and published papers in Scopus Index journals of repute. Uses unconventional pedagogy of simulations, scenario building, and immersions in nature, etc., to teach design thinking, business sustainability, creativity, and innovation, marketing management, entrepreneurship, and strategy. He has a total of 30 years of experience, of which 10 years in textiles, garments, and fashion industry in India and abroad, and 20 years in academics, research, corporate training, and startup mentoring. A very warm welcome to you, Dr. Sudipto. Our second guest speaker too is distinguished in many ways. Mr. Rajib Chakraborty is a social entrepreneur and sustainability advocate with over 24 years of leadership experience in diverse industries, including banking, hospitality, agri-tech, and edutech. As the founder of Cayman Foundation, he has been instrumental in driving social impact through initiatives in healthcare, education, and environmental conservation. His flagship project, Ragbag, upcycles discarded textiles into reusable bags, addressing plastic pollution and textile waste while empowering marginalized women and LGBTQ plus individuals through sustainable livelihoods. Under his leadership, KMN Foundation has upcycled 4.5 plus tons of textile waste, replaced 7.5 million plastic bags, and reduced 450,000 kgs of CO2 emission. He is an alumni of IIM Shillong with certifications from SHRM and IIM Visakhapatnam. Rajib has received multiple awards, including the Sabira Award 2024 and a nomination for the Amazing Indian Award 2024 for environmental sustainability. If I were to read out all their accomplishments, I will be biting a big chunk of the webinar time today. So I will stop here and let you enjoy the session with these experts. Thank you. And over to you, Mr. Rajib.
Okay, before Rajib takes over, Rajib, thank you to you for agreeing on this webinar, which we actually have on every Sunday, 10:30 onwards. Gopi sir and your team, thank you so much. We are grateful that you people gave us this forum to interact with people out here. We seek blessings from the elders and good wishes from our friends out here. Few things first. We all understands values are more important than the valuables, and we have a purpose of our life. When we look outside our own self, we try to find happiness. But when we look inside ourselves, we try to be at peace with our own soul. How we become? Karma Moksha Nirvana Foundation is the name of our foundation. So we are still in karma. We are trying to focus on moksha and nirvana in times to come. So it is very important for all of us to understand the karma which we do and the goodness of the karma which we reap in due course of time. So it's something very important what once Abraham Maslow told. You can choose to go back towards safety or forward towards growth. Growth must be chosen again and again. Fear must be overcome again and again. So with these few words, I'll tell you that what we are going to do now. Rajiv will speak about Karma Moksha Nirvana's birth and then scaling up. And after he completes his round about 20 to 25 minutes of presentation with videos and audios and his presentation in PPT format, we will then start interacting in a dialogue format for another 10 minutes to understand the concerns and challenges of Karma Moksha Nirvana. And we will open it up to all of you to enrich us with your inputs and inspire us on our onwards journey. So Rajiv, if you are ready, you can take it over from here. Next 20 to 25 minutes is for you. Rajiv, are you there? Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Gopi sir and AABN, and of course Sudipto da, to introduce me to this lovely forum. And I am honored that I have been invited as a guest or speaker to share my work with you guys and get your blessings. And way forward, I will be requiring your handholding any ways possible. That I just leave it up to the forum to decide that what we do. If you think it is worth doing, so we'll be requiring your help in all is possible. Balakrishnan sir, if you can just okay, thank you. So I'm just going to present Karma Moksha Nirvana Foundation, how it started. Now, basically, just a minute. Just a little background of this organization. I started my philanthropic journey at a very early age, and it is basically a passion. At the age of 18, I joined Rotary International, and at the age of 21, when people are becoming Rotaract, I became the Rotarian, and I was the youngest ever Rotarian in the world, with some due permissions from Rotary International. So I served Rotary for a quite long time, and if you can remember, the disaster happened in Odisha, that cyclone. I was on ground basically. I worked there with the relief work. So it is basically to feel the pain of mm, society and contribute as a basically part of the society, the giving back to the society. That feelings was the motivator for me to come into this particular field. Now I just share my presentation. I hope it is visible, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, you can make it full screen, Rajiv, and even
Yeah.
if you want, you can present the video also later on.
Yeah, this is basically. I think it is full screen right now.
Yes.
Okay. So the journey started actually in the year 2014, and we used to work on 3 verticals. Number 1 vertical was anti-tobacco campaign.
Just one thing, Rajiv, on the right side, there is a portion which is being cut off. Gopi sir, is it only visible to me or you also?
No, it's not visible to me also.
Now it has gone.
Okay.
Yes, you reduce. Thank you.
Okay. So the journey started at the year 2014, and we used to work on 3 verticals, mainly anti-tobacco campaign. This habit of tobacco, one of the natural disaster of life of people from the backward communities. They are losing their livelihoods, their families. They are sacrificing without knowing, or sometimes with knowing the fact. Now we extensively worked on that, and we used to organize this Sharotsi Durgotsav Award. So many of the participants here know Kolkata very well. So the Durga Puja, the effect of Durga Puja, you guys are knowing. So basically, we want to capitalize that particular platform or event to reach out to crores of millions and millions of people to spread out the awareness against tobacco usage. And in due course of time, we have received basically the collaboration. We have done the collaboration and with government organizations like West Bengal government, Ministry of Health, then Ministry of Women and Child Welfare. Then lastly, we have got the support from World Health Organization, because it was blown out of proportion. Now, this is the one vertical we used to work on. Then the second vertical, we used to organize medical camps at municipality run schools, where people from economically challenged background who is coming for the schooling, and the dental hygiene or the oral hygiene is the most neglected part of their life, because they are at times, basically it is very much luxury to them that they are using a toothbrush or toothpaste early in the morning. So we used to extensively work on that particular vertical, and we had a tie-up with Apollo Gleneagles, that whoever used to carry our prescription to them, they used to treat them at a cost of 500 rupees, whatever may be the treatment cost under their CSR. And the third vertical we used to work on, as I previously discussed, that we used to extend like hand holding to the sufferer of natural disaster. And we have worked on this Yash Amphan victims of West Bengal, and beyond that also, Odisha also we have done something. So this is basically our journey till 2019. That is pre-COVID, I mean to say. During COVID, we used to feed 60 families 60 families in twice in a day. Only the condition was there that everybody in the family should be affected. And we have organized vaccination for 5,000 people with a collaboration to Techno India Group. So this is our journey during COVID. Now, as you know, that all of us were going through a change, a massive change in life during those periods. So how to utilize the free hours we suddenly got out of blue without any preparation. And when we used to serve the food to those affected families, we have seen that so many of families, they have lost their livelihood. In fact, most of the society, they have got affected by this particular pandemic. But these ladies I am talking about particularly, they used to sew the blouses, petticoats for a very meager amount to run their families. So they lost everything because the connect was not there. Their business always run on personal connect, knowing each other, and mouth of publicity, publicity of mouth. Now they were suffering like hell. They did not know what is going to happen, how they are going to run their show. So what happened that I I was thinking that how we can rehabilitate these ladies, and how we can help them to uh, provide some kind of livelihood to them. And while doing so, because we used to spend hell lot of time with our families and doing the domestic work, uh, I personally I have done that cleaning and washing of utensils as well, because no domestic help were available on that kind of time, or it was not allowed basically. Uh, sorry. Okay. So now, how to rehabilitate them, provide them the opportunity of livelihood. Suddenly, one day I was cleaning the wardrobe of my own house, and I saw some of the clothes were lying there for ages, and I have forgotten that it was my one time it was my favorite dress to wear, to go out with that kind of dresses. So instantly it stuck into my mind that what should we do to dispose of these clothes. Now previously we used to give it to the basically domestic help or the needy people. Now during COVID, there was a strict restriction of this sanitization and the health hygiene issue part. So then what should we do? We cannot throw it out because then it will land up in the landfill. So with several brainstorming session with myself, I am not talking about that. On that point of time I was not uh, engaged with a dialogue or with anybody else. I was just talking to myself. What should we do? How can we basically provide a meaningful solution to dispose of these abandoned unused clothes, which is dumped into the wardrobe of everybody. It is true for everybody. If I can ask for a vote, then it will be clear to everyone. So now joining these dots, and of course, while doing so, when developing the product, then I started finding, okay, let us find somebody who can basically help me to design something these abundant clothes can be used as a raw material for that particular product. So I knew this Lovely used to work with me in some other projects. So she is our lead production, and Sudipto is our co-founder. And these previous 3 verticals, pre-COVID, I mean to say, out of that, 2 verticals were basically his brainchild. That is his anti-tobacco campaign, because he was a very strong tobacco user. So he felt that something must be done to get to the good health. So that Sharodsi Smoke-Free Durgotsav award, the designing of that particular property and event was done by him. So this is pre-COVID. Now, during COVID, when we used to feed people, Lovely was there since beginning. So I used to talk to her because she she is Guinness Book of World Record holder for manufacturing biggest rag bag, biggest jute bag under Rakshak Foundation. She was there in the team who manufactured this biggest rag bag. And she is a certified trainer on jute product, and she is teaching to all these correctional homes where inmates are getting trained by her to get a livelihood post their sentence. Now, when I was discussing with her that that time going to market, doing groceries was another challenge during that pandemic. So if we can provide something to carry which is basically washable, and when we are talking about washable, that means it can be sanitized in some way. That time we were not very much clear about how to do the sanitization part and all these stuff. So this is the way it started. I put all my used abundant clothes from my wardrobe. My wardrobe means my family's wardrobe. Then we sat for hours, because I was blessed with some kind of special passes by the local authorities to travel during those period as well. So we sat for long hours experimenting, and something we basically came up with. Then the rack bag has been born, and again you can see the logo that has been designed by Sudipto himself. He is a graphic designer of national caliber. He has got Karmavir Chakra silver medal. So he has designed this rack bag. So that's how it started. And during that, the R&D, the market research, somehow we got a connection with this Leather Technology Institute in Kolkata. That time, slowly the offices started moving. Then we got Professor Suman from Delhi to basically to liaison with government officials, authorities, to get some kind of hand-holding, or to know what are the certification, these that are involved in this, if we want to scale it up. So we started. Hello. Hello. Okay. So basically, we started with a very small team of 5. Then gradually our team got increased to 9. Then we started to find out which are the artisans we can rope in to start manufacturing. And we have identified a place called sorry, somebody wants to know something?
No.
Okay. So
देखो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल क्या है ना, Because I'm looking into this banking.
Okay. Now, then we have identified a abundant, basically, workshop in Sheshermoor. There is a place called Sheshermoor in Rajarhat, New Town. People who are familiar with Kolkata and surroundings, they must be knowing. So there was a professional setup of 9 international standard manufacturing machines. They used to export cotton shirts, but again that pandemic has basically shaped their life in a miserable way, and that particular factory got abandoned. So we knew this owner of that particular factory, and then we had a tie-up with him, and we started manufacturing. I mean, I cannot say manufacturing. It was a kind of R&D. He said that my entire setup is sitting idle. So whatever way you want to utilize it, you do it. And while doing so, if we can even provide livelihood to 3 or 5 or 2 or 1, even that would be great for the local surroundings, because those people are basically they are specialized on stitching, sewing, cutting. So this is the way we started this rag bag initiative. Now, when you start walking, then you walk a few miles, then a new milestone come, then you overcome it, then you go to the next milestone. So that's why the journey continues. So it's like that only. By God's grace, we started with UN seed grant. Basically, how to approach this kind of social impact product to the next level. I got a thorough 2-day workshop organized by UN in Mumbai. So I attended it, and post completion of that particular workshop, I have received this first grant from UN, that is for basically given from Germany. Then our journey started, and we got in due course of time, we have basically hand holding from Sam Steel as a CSR partner. They were there since beginning. They funded us in the early stage. They liked our concept, our product, so they funded us. So our journey began. Then I have approached my alma mater. Actually, I have not approached. When during one of the I can say this alumni meet, my program director asked me, not to me, to the entire forum, that if anybody wants to share something which is happening good in life, they can do it. So I was not prepared with a presentation or something like that, but he offered the platform, and I took advantage of the platform. I explained what I am doing with the rag bag initiative. He immediately liked the project, and he extended his help, and I got the collaboration with Indian Institute of Management, Shillong, and four of their bright students were
ஆமா இன்னைக்கு ஒரு நாள் விட்டுருவாங்க எனக்கு பக்கு பக்கு
working as an intern with us, and then one of the research scholars took this rag bag initiative as his paper, and he presented it in 2023. SASCON 2023. Now, again, the ball started rolling. We got certification from D Lab Dortmund, Germany, as a green sustainable product, and we got the enlistment at Good Market. You know, this is the international marketplace for all green sustainable products. Then I got the opportunity to basically incubated at IIM Visakhapatnam's field incubation, and we have received the award for top 15 social impact organization pan India, and then again we have received a grant from IIM Visakhapatnam field incubation, and where one of my cohort member was the founder for West Connect. West Connect is basically an organization from Vizag. They are basically segregating uh, household waste in 8 different categories, and then they are basically recycling or upcycling or do the post uh, collection of the waste to the required way. So we have got a tie-up with them that whatever textile waste they are collecting, they are actually sending it to us. And sometimes down the line, we got Marlin Group also as our CSR collaborator. So they are basically not only in terms of cash, but what they are doing very often in every quarter they are having 7 days cloth donation drive among their employees. Sometimes it is in headquarters, sometimes it is in their uh, project site, sometimes it is there in city office. So they are organizing this. So this is a good source of our raw material as well. And sometimes back in 2023 March, we received a grant from Niti Aayog, Government of India as well. Now, the problem statement we are working on, that is the environmental damages arising due to the usage of single-use plastic carry bag, because rag bag replaces single-use plastic carry bag, and lack of availability for structured post-consumer waste management system present in India. That is an unfortunate thing. And less awareness about this environmental sustainability and balance of ecosystem among common people. Because for past 2.5 years, we are trying to develop this awareness among common people. But I don't know how far we are successful. But yes, it is basically a huge task. You know, we are densely populated country, so it's not very easy. Still, that upcycle product and the concept of upcycling is far yet to be matured at this point of time. And the solution which we are providing, that is rag bag, is a sustainable, reusable and eco-friendly alternative for one-time use plastic carry bag. And used abandoned discarded clothes from household is the raw material for rag bag manufacturing. Now, this is basically is an advantage, and sometimes it can be a disadvantage as well. Advantage means everybody wants to donate their clothes or clear off their wardrobe for a good cause, for a meaningful disposal option, right? The disadvantages is that sometimes people tend to forget the decency of donating uh, by closing their eyes, whatever is there inside the wardrobe. So our that sorting and this collection, post collection sorting has becoming very, very expensive for us, because sometimes for a lot maybe we are getting only 30% of clothes are usable. Rest we have to give it to Gunj for further processing. And till now, we are following gift economy to create this awareness about environmental damages arising due to one-time use plastic carry bags, because people are not ready to accept the upcycling process and the pain behind it. there is no comparison of apple to apple. So they are comparing this with this normal 15 rupees or 30 rupees cloth bags, but it is not that. It is beyond, much beyond that. Now, what we are doing basically with this rag bag initiative, we are stopping the post-consumer waste from affecting the three layers of air, water, and land. And basically,
மாடர்ன் ட்ரெஸ்
what we
எல்லாம்
are,
போடுவேன்னு சொன்னியா, அதெல்லாம் ஓகேவா?
as we are using all kind of post-consumer waste without segregating them in the form of their yarn or fiber to work on any particular. So we are also using waste material which is otherwise difficult to recycle. But though we are having a plan in future to work on the fiber or yarn part of the textile waste as well, that is there in our future planning. In the process of manufacturing rag bag, we have basically created such a efficient logistic system that minimal usage of the motor driven vehicle are there. That is basically to avoid the fossil fuel usage, because we are already certified by dlab.mund that we are a green sustainable product. To maintain that sustainable certification, we have done that. And moreover, we are doing all processes manually as of now. We'll talk about the scaling up part later on. Then definitely we have to sacrifice some of these methods because scaling up in commercial way, you have to basically go for the automation or the mechanized format of the manufacturing process. Now, presently our capacity is 5,000 rag bags per month. The manufacturing or upcycling of textile, you can say 5,000 rag bags. That is with 42 artisans working with us without taking stress. And we are proud to say that we have introduced this work from home concept in this rag bag manufacturing process. Why? Because these ladies, if we ask them to come and work in the workshop for continuously 8 hours or 10 hours, it is difficult for them due to their family commitments, because they have to feed their children, do the cooking, and sometimes children are coming from schools to attend them or sending them to school, having their in-laws at their place, so take care of them. So we have given them the sewing machines. We are providing them the required accessories and the raw materials. So they were manufacturing the whole thing at their place, and we are paying them on per piece basis. Now this is the entire process flow. As you can see that we are collecting clothes from different sources, and here you can see this is basically one of our facilities where people are coming and donating. This is called Harit Story. There is a green concept retail store. All the green products are there, so people can donate their clothes over there. We are having 3 of these facilities in different parts of Kolkata. And then the sorting, then they wash, dried, cutting and stitched, and then chemically treated for the sanitization part. And this is basically our team who are manufacturing. These ladies are all from the marginalized communities. Now we are addressing 12 SDGs through this rag bag initiative, and we are also following the circular economy. Now we have a plan to launch an app called ragbag.club to engage Gen Z, because you can understand that to be successful in any kind of venture nowadays, you need to attract Gen Z. Then only you can scale up your entire operation. So we have got tie-up with My Plan 8 platform as well, and this is the organization. They have got the patent also recently. That only organization in India who are providing these carbon credits. This concept is very new to India, and this My Plan 8 is the founder of My Plan 8 is my cohort member at this UN seed replicator that workshop which we have attended. So, we both started simultaneously, and the journey continues. Now this is the impact so far. We have collected. This 12,000 basically is the whatever clothes we have used to upcycle rag bag, but we have collected more than 20,000. The usable was 12,000, and we have reduced 4,500 kilograms of carbon dioxide emission, and we have reached to more than now it is more than 20,000 households in 11 states of India, and we have restricted now the count is around 10 million one-time use plastic carry bag to be manufactured and distributed. And now I think our carbon footprint emission reduction is something around 600,000 kilograms. Now this is our roadmap till 2030. At least we want to offer opportunity for livelihood for 1,500 women from BPL community plus LGBTQ plus individuals, and to collect more than 120,000 used clothes for households, and to production and distribution of more than 150,000 rag bags across 20 states of India, and reduction of more than 4 crores 50 lakhs kilograms of carbon dioxide emission, and reduction and manufacturing of 75 crores single-use plastic carry bags. Now this is our cost structure. Now let me tell you one thing. This is basically absolutely on B2B calculation we are talking about. We are not into B2C as of now, but yes, our B2C products are ready. I will show you to you shortly. Now this is the cost structure. This is the revenue model. And if you can see that our customer acquisition cost is very low because it is B2B only. We have not done anything on B2C front, and even the distribution cost also is very low because of the same fact. Because if we are dealing with one organization, suppose Sam Steel is giving us an order of 5,000 rag bags, and they are paying for the whole lot. So our distribution cost becomes very low, because from my workshop or my facility, it will just go to their facility. That's all. And same with the customer acquisition cost as well. But yes, it is the lifetime value of INR 5,250, considering that we are selling to B2B the basic product at 150 rupees plus GST. That is 157.5 rupees. So this basically revenue model is showing only that part. B2C, we are yet to come. Of course, with the handholding from the investor, we will our projects are absolutely ready. Products are ready. I will show you. So for the B2C market, we need handholding from the investor. Now I just want to show you the B2C products as of now. Yeah. Is it visible? Okay. So these are the basically B2C products to be marketed. These are the new look of the rag bags. This is meant for only export. let me tell you. These are the new SKUs of hoodies. And basically, we have completed this Women Exporter program organized by India SME Forum. So these are the basically products keeping in mind the export market of Europe. These are the hoodies. This is the long coat, as it is a windy situation, you can understand. This is another SKUs of hoodies. Yeah, so I am finished my presentation. I think I am within my time. Sudipto, over to you.
Rajib, thank you for the presentation, and please have a check on the comments which are coming in the chat box too. While I take it over from here, and I would request the audience to be interacting with us now, while I just try to chase the Karma Moksha Nirvana's founder, Rajib, with certain questions which are from the point of view of a person who wants to scale up his organization. It's a foundation, and also there is a private limited company in this foundation, which he will be speaking a little bit about that also. But in the meantime, he actually missed out on another initiative which I know is Throw to Grow. And this Throw to Grow is... Okay. So Throw to Grow, this initiative is a fantastic initiative.
Hello. No.
I think there are so many voices floating.
Kindly mute, please.
I think from your end, you can mute every one of us.
Yeah, I think admin can mute.
Okay. So what I wanted to say is about this Throw to Grow initiative under Karma Moksha Nirvana Foundation is there is a writing pad with the top and the bottom cover, which is handmade with tulsi seeds embedded in it. So whenever the writing pad gets exhausted, so tearing off the front and the back cover and throwing it to a place where there is mud and where there is little bit of exposure to sunlight. So what happens? The tulsi plant grows. So this is another initiative where we are trying. I think YN sir or ma'am, can you please mute yourself? We are repeatedly getting background music from your black box. Yes. So finally we are there. So this is another initiative. Then Rajiv, you can also put the video ones of Karma Moksha Nirvanas which you made and spoke a lot of things about the SKUs which we are having. So do you want to put the video, Rajiv, now? So that...
Yeah, okay. I'll just share it.
Yes. And please make sure the sound is also activated. Then we will take it from there.
Okay, just hold on.
And Rajiv was not well. Yesterday he had a viral fever also. So Suresh sir has written that Rajiv's voice is like a melody rhythm in the morning. So actually there are issues with his health. But anyway, I would love to have everybody onboarded and, discuss few things with us as we take it. Rajiv's video comes in here.
In a world grappling with environmental challenges, one initiative stands out for its impact and innovation. Ragbag by Karma Moksha Nirvana Foundation. Our efforts in post-consumer waste management through Ragbag have yielded significant results. We've collected 12,000 used clothes, extending their lifespan and reducing textile waste, heading to landfills. By producing and distributing 15,000 rag bags across 9 Indian states, we've restricted the manufacturing and distribution of 7,500,000 single-use plastic carry bags. This initiative has also led to a reduction of 450,000 kilograms of CO2 emissions, contributing to a lower carbon footprint. Qualitatively, we assess customer satisfaction, workshop engagement, and partnerships, indicating strides towards sustainable practices. Conferred with the prestigious grant from Indian Institute of Management, Visakhapatnam Field, along with UNC grant. Ragbag has also garnered recognition from academia and industry alike, with esteemed CSR partners like Shyam Steel Industries and Merlin Group. Ragbag's impact reaches even greater heights. Moreover, Ragbag has directly and indirectly generated livelihoods for 225 individuals, empowering communities and fostering economic growth. Join us in our journey towards a greener, cleaner future. Together, we can make a lasting impact. Ragbag, redefining sustainability, one bag at a time.
Great. I always think in Tridhara Business Solution and whatever things little bit we have tried to do in our life, the secret of any rich life actually unfolds in contentment. And those who embrace the least, that means those who lives with the minimal things in our life, we discover that what the possession that makes most profound treasures in our life. And it's very important that the greatest virtues which we have of the people who have lived a very fulfilled life is they live on minimalistic way. So another important thing what I feel is abundance at times becomes a curse for us. So even if you peep into your cupboards, you will find there are a lot of clothes which you are not going to wear. So we are there for collecting all those clothes and giving the clothes another new life. We thought about curtains, we thought about upholstery, we thought already about hoodies and blazers. And I'm telling you that the Western nations, which we always say have done a lot of harm to the environment with their own way of lifestyle, they are now trying to wash away their sins and they are accepting our products. So in lot of invitations which we got from the foreign countries, we are trying to grab all those opportunities to showcase our products and go ahead. But what we require from you people is your advice, your suggestions. And here, Rajiv, can you please tell us what are the risks you foresee in scaling up your Karma Moksha Nirvana Foundation? Can you please elaborate on the risks, Rajiv? Over to you, and then we can interact with the audience also.
See, there are two verticals which drives a business, right? One is financial and one is operational. Now, the financial challenges is that if we want to continue as a not-for-profit organization, there are limitations to get the fund from, and with strict and stricter norms from the government or the authorities, it is getting very, very difficult to raise fund for the philanthropy, because if I am asking somebody wants to donate more than 2,000 rupees, and if I am asking his PAN card and Aadhaar card, so things become very, very discomfortable or uncomfortable, basically, for the person who is donating, because these are very, very confidential documents I am seeking. But to keep a track, where do I am getting the money? Now it is abide by the government rule. This is one thing. This is one part. Second thing is that in the operational part, now as we can see, the new SKUs I have shown to you, for this kind of SKUs, we do require crisp and quality raw material, which is basically very, very difficult to find by. Why? Because in Indian अनिल सर आपका मोबाइल अनम्यूट हो गया.
Okay. Rajiv, continue, please.
Yeah. So basically, when we don't have the control over the raw materials, then sometimes we are stuck in the manufacturing part. But yes, there are solutions to it, because I have been to so many forums who are dealing in export market as well as in the sustainability market. So I came to know that since the entire uh, initiative of Ragbag deals on post-consumer waste management. So whether we are using used clothes or we are using the textile waste from for a fresh source also, that will be counted as a sustainable product as well. So we are in our R&D bandwidth. We have worked out something to overcome these challenges. For the financial part, I can uh, ask any of who are present in this forum to, if you know somebody who is a philanthropist and who can handhold us or who can support us to scale our product or the project, to basically provide livelihood for so many other women artisans, LGBTQ individuals, to brought them back into the main source of life, and then the life will go on.
Right, Rajiv. So, two more things important. One is, since you have already, opened yourself up for raising funds. Now, two things important. Please tell us also that how you want the investors to be boarded on, and how you want them to contribute, and tell them how they can exit also when they want. This is number one, which you can take later on. But the first one, you please tell what is the technology immersion already you have done in Karma Moksha Nirvana Foundation, technology immersion, and how you foresee it in the future. Because I know a little bit that you wanted to develop a app also to connect with the people, to gather raw materials and other things. Over to you, Rajiv, about your technology immersion and then the investor connect.
See, the technology intervention, I mean to say that there are two aspects. One is the IT part that we have discussed, introducing a new app and then connect with people, engage with people, especially Gen Z. And we'll be introducing a point system, that loyalty point system. Whenever somebody is engaged in some kind of green activities, they can simply take a selfie now, because this is a selfie culture nowadays. So take a selfie and upload it to the app, and they will be accumulating uh, carbon credit points, a kind of, and that is directly redeemable at big supermarkets or departmental stores. The tie-up is not being done, so I don't want to quote their names as of now. We are in process of that, because the app is not developed yet. Only the domain name we have just booked for. So once that is done, then we can discuss in details of for that. And the other part is that still now we are doing entire process in manual method. Okay. So if we want to scale it up, suppose we want to export the product under our KMN Environmental Impact Private Limited, which is basically born out of the opportunities we have received by Government of India under ICE scheme, that they have invited us to be part of sustainable fairs abroad. Like last year it was in Marseille, this year it was in Milan, but unfortunately we could not attend due to the simple fact that in statutory obligation, NGOs are not allowed to export products outside. So that's why we have incorporated this private limited company in the year 2023. So Now, under this private limited company, we want to set up a totally automated manufacturing process. For that, I might be requiring uh, technological hand-holding from Sudipto as well, because he's a textile guy. That we will be working on the fiber to the fiber level of the used clothes, and we will be shredding it and then remanufacturing the whole thing. That will be recycled. Now our product is upcycled, and we are also certified upcycled manufactured by textile committee under Ministry of Textiles. And we are only the second organization in West Bengal to receive that status. And for scaling up this automated manufacturing process, we need a heavy scale investment as well, so that we can manufacture large number of rag bags in very small time with a good quality maintenance, so that we can export in large quantity.
Okay,
Yes.
Rajiv, for the next part.
Sudipto, before carrying, can I take 2 minutes so that I can?
Yeah, please go ahead. Go ahead. Yes, sir.
Yeah. See, two things, Rajib. We have been talking about operational and financial, right? With the support of Shubha is there. She is a former CSR head of Reddington, and now she is doing a research. But we can take her advice. And Balakrishnan sir is there. He is a entrepreneur who is been recycling waste bottles, plastic bottles in a big chunk of metal bottles, and recycling and oil manufacturing. Balakrishnan sir, you are there on the line? Balakrishnan sir?
He's there, sir. He's there. He's muted.
Yeah,
Sir,
yeah. Okay. Now there are two things I want to say, Rajiv, and one is now you are working only with the women.
Yeah. Yes, Balakrishnan sir.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Sir, just with your support, I'm just giving it the idea. So there are two things, Rajiv. One is you are working only with the women. Now you can look for beneficiaries like physically challenged people and patients. Like yesterday night, I received a proposal that create livelihood training programs and opportunities for leprosy patients. That's a rehabilitation service. Okay.
Dr. Renuka is there,
So,
sir.
yeah, Renuka, we were talking about it. And Dr. Renuka, you are there on the line?
I am here, sir. Good morning to
Yeah.
all. God bless you all
Good
abundantly.
morning. Good morning.
Wonderful program.
I'm just sharing your idea what we have been talking about.
Yes,
So this is a very good opportunity. We can connect the production side, operational side, where this will attract a lot of funding from CSR. So when you say the beneficiaries are marginalized community, definitely there is going to be CSR funding will be there. Shubha, you are there on the line?
Shubha, ma'am.
Hello, hi, good morning.
Yeah,
Sorry,
good
I've
morning,
been
good morning.
listening. I've been
Yeah,
listening.
okay, right. Right. Okay. Now that beneficiaries are going to be the manufacturers as part of this process, where they get a technology transfer as well as a livelihood. This will attract a lot of funds from corporates and philanthropy. That is one side. Other side is I am very attracted because many of these entrepreneurs, they do wonderful things, but they don't count that carbon footprint counting that you are doing, which will be a very good attraction from foreign investors, where they give importance as a parameter that how much carbon footprint you are collecting, that is counted, and it has been presented in the UN Council, and then the concerned UN officers may be interested to come, and even though it is not funding, at least they can give the branding and certification, which will give a kind of boost for your investment. That's second thing. Third one is, as well as marketing is concerned, still you can find out some kind of assessment where the day-to-day usage things, see. Now, for example, the two things you talked about, that Tulsi tablet, this is already there in Tamil Nadu. They have manufacturing physically challenged people, our council, they are manufacturing pens, which has got the seed. It's not only Tulsi, it's got flower seeds and many things. And wherever you go after writing, just throw it, and then it gets plant automatically. So the ideas are there. Now, innovative ideas like that, if you can list it, and then you can plant this message among the youngsters. So they will be your ambassadors. fourth one is use the social work students and media science students to make small reels on it, to continuously giving, because maximum utilization of social media is always welcome and it will be taken to the next level. So these are my ideas, and I just invite Renuga, Shubha, Balakrishnan sir to share their ideas. From that point, the discussion may start so that everyone can share their ideas.
Shamla ma'am, please go on. Dr. Shamla, please go on.
Thank you. I had a couple of questions. The main thing is that, regarding, getting more people involved. I was just wondering that, these days, there's this whole issue of just transition. So we are looking for these kind of initiatives where, people have actually tried to work on these kind of wastes, textile wastes and all that, which can actually give better livelihood to people erstwhile, you can say rag pickers or waste pickers. And now there is a lot of emphasis on that. So I just wanted to know the biggest issues that we are facing just now is like the presenter pointed out, the space which is required in a city where, a whole lot of these post-consumer waste, let's say textile waste, has to be sorted out. Because a couple of other NGOs also with whom I'm working, where also they are trying to utilize post-consumer. It may be, flowers for these holy colors, or it may be like even post-consumer plastics or any other kind of material. The spatial allocation in a city is becoming a very big challenge. And even the new draft rules which have come out, it doesn't speak of it at all. In fact, it talks about taking away the already spaces which have been allocated in the cities. So I just wanted to know that if we want to bring more people, more not only women but other kind of workers who have been involved in waste collection, what are the other kind of policies or suggestions that the presenter would like to give?
Okay, great inputs, Shamla ma'am. I'll tell you a few things what Rajib does, and I also know a little bit. In lot of condovilles in and around Calcutta, we actually go for collection drive, and it was shown a little bit in the video also. Another important thing which we are trying to explore is there are retail outlets with whom we want to tie up, and they float a program like collecting green points by the consumers or customers who just return back their old clothes and get some discount out of their new purchases based on redeeming the green points, and we get back those clothes as their CSR initiative. They are not giving money, but they are giving us the materials. So these two we are doing. And as far as the space you told is concerned, we have our own facilities already in Calcutta and near about Calcutta, around Calcutta. But it's a very amazing thing which you told, that extending the rack pickers to give them suitable training so that they themselves can do some amount of stitching to give us initially the rack bags, so that they add value to our process, and the process they value to their livelihood also. So we are going definitely to take it forward. Rajiv, you want to say something in half a minute?
Sudipto, before carrying on, I'll just add one point to that. Bangalore, there is one NGO doing it. They have given a uniform to the rack pickers and three-wheelers also. And they are given the company level, PF and all that they are organized sector. Becoming unorganized, they have made it an organized sector. That's one model. Right. Another one, Chennai, one NGO, they have got like, the Coca-Cola bottle freezer is there, no? The shop with a glass. Something like that, they have kept it in their office, which is called Mercy Box. People who have got old cloth, they can keep it over there. People who are here in Trichy also, it is there. Mercy Box is there. And what they are doing is good clothes can be taken by people who wanted to use it. The clothes which are not being picked up by themselves, it's been sorted, and they have 4 places. One is for jeans pant, one is for the cotton, somewhere. So, like Chiamala Madam said, instead of keeping one place as a big place, so small places have been taken, and then bifurcated things have been kept in different places. That is how they are manufacturing. They are collecting the old cloth. So if someone wants something to make from jeans cloth, then they can go to that point. They want something from the cotton pant, they can go to other point, something like that. So this is another model which has been working. I'm just sharing the model
Great.
which are practically now being used.
Yeah,
Rajiv, I think you are.
sorry,
Rajiv, I think
sorry.
you are noting it down,
No,
Rajiv. I am
no,
also doing.
Sorry,
no,
sorry
exactly.
for
Yeah, yes,
sorry
Shamala,
for
you can-
sorry
yeah.
for interrupting
No,
once
go-
again.
Go ahead, yeah.
Yeah. So, I'm living in Chittaranjan Park in Delhi.
Hmm.
And as you know, of course, it's also called mini Calcutta, but it's a fairly organized kind of a community, and so we have started some initiatives, like some of our blocks have started doing source segregation. So even for plastics, one particular NGO, or you can say it's like a company, they have given us some kind of container. You can say it's a wire mesh with some amount of plastic container. So we do our wet waste composting, but we also encourage people to because this particular company wants to take that particular plastics, and they have some factory in Greater Noida. They press it and make it into boards for park furniture and all that. Like that, is it possible? Because in CR Park, we also have a tailoring initiative where actually the students are being from EWS. They are being actually trained. So, is there some way? We have a thing called Green Community Initiative. Of all the blocks. So whenever you come to Delhi, you can have a look at it. We'll take you around. And through that, we collected saris and things like, which are mostly unstitched, because we did not want to get into the stitched material. And we did make quite a lot of bags. But like you said, it seems to be quite complex. So, it's not, so if some way we can get a little more training, and because we really want to participate in this just transition is also about social justice and about environmental justice. And we want that, if you come, of course, because of Delhi, all the RWAs are registered societies. We are able to do this, we are able to have contracts for wet waste, and you know the rest of it. How we already have these tricycle operators and all that. But like you pointed out, we also realize that this textile reuse or recycling is quite complex. And so if you can, first of all, as I said, share the video, but that will not be enough for us. You will have to find some way of doing some hand-holding and training. But this is a very appropriate community, if you would like to.
Right, great. Shamala ma'am, Rajib, just one thing. Shamala ma'am, I wanted to update you on one thing. Already from Miranda House, we have an intern working with us for Delhi and Noida and the surroundings. And Rajiv just now will speak a little bit more about what you proposed and how we can go ahead. After that, we will take Renuka ma'am, and we will also take Balakrishnan sir, your inputs with us. So Rajiv, over to you.
Shamala, first of all, our Delhi office is situated at B block 228 at CR Park only. This is number one.
We are already there in your neighborhood.
Okay, I you can share the contact number.
I'll take your number. I will share, because we are very much present in Delhi. But the challenge which we have faced, that our trader is much more comfortable in the language of Bengali. We have tried to do the replication what you asked for in Noida also, We have got a tie-up with a lady doctor. She's a basically a cancer specialist. So she has got a big NGO also. We have tried to do that.
Quite a few people in Chittaranjan Park still speak Bengali.
No, I know. I'm telling you that to engage mass, we got that Discord, number one. Number two, we have tried to offload some of our work to the Delhi part also, but we could not match the labor cost which is there in Kolkata and which is there in Delhi. Okay, so we will offline, we will talk to you and we can find out some kind of ways to work together. But the possibilities are there. We have already have a foothold in Delhi. I am a very frequent traveler to Delhi, and our intern is there also now. And our co-founder, Mr. Professor Suman Sarkar, is from Chittaranjan Park only. So don't worry, we will organize everything and we'll talk to you.
Great.
and we'll talk from there.
Shamala ma'am, can you
Thank
please
you. Thank
share,
you.
Shamala ma'am, can you please share with Rajiv in the chat box your number?
Sudipto, I already sent you Dr. Shamla's number.
Okay.
Okay, great.
Thank
Acha,
you.
Balakrishnan sir and Renuka ma'am, we wanted to get your input. So, Balakrishnan sir, if you want to help us out with how we can go for investor connects, and otherwise how you can help us or give your inputs for our scaling up. Over to you.
Yeah. Good evening. Good evening, sir, to everybody. Basically, I am doing waste plastic to fuel as well as to the cement kiln. Now I am supplying to the pyrolysis unit for the pyrolysis making MLP, multi-layer plastics and everything to the pyrolysis people. And the rest of that residue, that is bed, cloth, chappal, and dry waste, balanced dry waste, we will pack in baled manner and send it to cement plant. I tried more, I couldn't find any buyer for the used cloth. Some people will coming and they are checking a good material only. They will taking out 2 rupees, 3 rupees like that. Sometime only. It will be 2% or 3% the used cloth going to reused. They are sending this material to Chennai More Market and to Calcutta, I think, that area, northern side area, only it is going on. And secondly, the leftover, all are from innerwear and other materials, just like dirty and everything. It is going for only destroying in the cement clan. That is the thing. Just now I am doing this. Monthly, I can procure more than 10 metric tons of cloth. Regularly, we can supply anywhere to India in baled manner. Only used cloth in baled manner. That is one setup we can send. And if anybody interested, we can send the used material in baled manner, and we can load 10-ton vehicle, we can load 10-ton as well as like that. We can supply, number one. Number two, if any project you have to do in Chennai, please contact me. I will help more and more. And I am having space and I am having a contract with the Kambaram Corporation. They are allocated some places, and Poonamali and Mangadu, like that municipalities, they are giving more space and everything to me. And we can do the conversion of the used cloth in a better manner. Then if anybody interested, we can join. We can do anything on that, sir. Okay.
Okay.
This is
great, sir.
my proposal.
Okay. Great, sir. And we understood what you are doing. Amazing work. So definitely Gopi sir might be giving you a session later, and we will see that how things can be scaled up. Renuka ma'am, Rotary International member. So ma'am, we are eagerly waiting to hear from you, what you heard from us and how we can raise funds to take our business forward. Any idea on that?
Yeah, this is a Rotarian Dr. Renuka Ramakrishnan, Senior Consultant Dermatologist, and I work for leprosy patients for last 38 years. So my intention is to only help leprosy patients, not like that. I do for the underprivileged also. Since I'm working with differently abled people, I call them. I don't call them as disabled. They are differently abled people.
Just 1 minute.
So they can help
Balakrishnan
them.
sir, you have to
And
mute
so
yourself.
I'm so
Balakrishnan sir,
happy
please
that
mute yourself.
Balakrishnan sir is in Chennai, and I have not known him so far. Is my sad part today. So even this cloth bag I did about I think 20 years before. Used to make go to house, collect cloth and make it into bags and give it to myself free of cost to the vendors at the roadside vendors. This was my earlier intention of doing it. But after that, somebody else started a project, something called Born to Win. Since Sir is here in Chennai itself, I would like leprosy patients. My international project of Rotary is to help leprosy patients who are, differently abled people. They don't have feet or hands or whatever it is. Whatever they can, the ladies or men, they can, if you give them this idea of making cloths, where Sir is Balasubramanian sir is in Chennai. So probably space is my constraint. I don't know how to go about it. So the Rotary International is
that you leave it to that you leave it to me. I'll take care. That
okay,
I'll leave
sir.
it to me.
Okay, sure. So the intention is to help the leprosy patients who are differently able, but will be able to help in some way in stitching these cloths or whatever it is for your benefit of the public, or I mean for your organization can tie up with the Rotary or whatever it is. Please go. Please, you should guide me through how to go about it. Thank you so much.
Great. Thank you.
Shubha,
And,
Shubha. Call Shubha.
Yes, Shubha Naidu, ma'am. Who is it?
Yes, hello.
No,
Yeah,
Shubha.
yeah, yeah. I'm Shubha.
Now
Hi.
connecting. Now connecting. Now she is a former CSR head of Reddington. Now she's doing a research.
Oh.
Now connecting this to Dr. Renuka as well as the producers as well as the supply side. What is the suppose that leprosy patients are involved in manufacturing?
Ramani.
Will that attract CSR funds, Shubha?
1 minute, sir. 1 minute. Sir, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Am
ma'am.
I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, very good afternoon, everyone. It was very lovely listening to you all. As Suresh has said, I've been working in Tamil Nadu for more than 20 years into various capacities. So last few years, I was the UNICEF state consultant for behavioral change for COVID vaccination drive in Tamil Nadu. And now I'm doing my research. I'm a research scholar at doing my PhD in public health at SRM University. So I'm very much interested to listening to all your conversations. So thank you very much. So as I could just share my thoughts in just 2 minutes. It's like one is like it's a very good initiative that you've done the rag bag rag bags using the textile waste. Okay. All these years, last 5 years, I've been recently last week, actually, I put a paper on, the youth perception on single-use plastics. I presented in ICSSR conference, okay. It is very good. Like when I was researching, one, the youth is not able to understand what is single-use plastics, number one, okay. And the second thing is the youth has a perception, not only youth has a perception that okay, it is okay that waste is somebody is doing the waste management. It is not my problem. Okay, so the behavior is not going to change. So it's like my first concern is or a recommendation. You're collecting the textile that is with old clothes from the individuals. Are they changing? Please document it. That's just a suggestion that I'm giving to you, because people who's donating the materials to you, they will actually say, okay, somebody is there to do the wasting. So do the waste. I mean, they will think that somebody is there to do the recycling. What I am supposed to do? So if this is not going to change, definitely your burden will actually go up. You know, because the single-use plastics, I was just documenting. I just give you a number. It's very alarming to see. Annually in India, 41.6 lakh million tons of plastics waste is generated. And in Tamil Nadu alone, it's like 7 lakh, close to 8 lakh metric ton of plastics is being generated annually. It's only 9% of waste is getting recycled.
Ma'am, muted, ma'am. You're muted, ma'am. Ma'am, you're on mute.
Subhama, you are on mute.
Ma'am, you're on mute, ma'am.
I'm not sure whether there is a network issue.
No.
We can't
Okay,
hear.
go ahead.
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Mute,
Continue.
okay. Now it's okay. Ma'am, go ahead.
Hello.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
we can hear you.
So it's like this is the one thing which I'm just in front of Rajiv. I mean the entire Karma, Moksha, and Nirvana team. So to please plot this and document it from your side, maybe you will be able to do things. Okay, number one. Number two, it's like in terms of resource mobilization, there are projects like I don't know whether you have seen this ICSSR projects is there. There are small grants, big grants are there. It's like Indian Council for Social Science Research, I think. So that website you can see annually they generate.
We have applied for a project along with Indian Institute of Packaging. We are waiting for the results.
Oh, great. So yeah, that's there, sir. And other things like, we can tie up, like, there are CSR meet you can organize, at least quarterly CSR meet you can organize. You can just pump in that ideas so that the CSR, the people will also get their orientation about this kind of a thing. And also they will consider for proposals. So it's like a building of rapport building exercises, which we can actually plan. Number two. Number three, it's like, in terms of Tamil Nadu, if you wanted to any evidence-based generation, from SRM side, I can also put up papers. We can actually work on some evidence generation, youth engagement programs in terms of reducing the or inculcating the behavioral change aspects of reducing single-use plastics. If we are not going to work on this, then definitely it's going to be a burden for us. We like as Sudipto is struggling. It's a struggle. I know, all these 7-8 years, Rajib has been put his 20 more than 24 hours, I would say. So it's like then people will think, oh, somebody is there to recycle what I'm supposed to do. They will start, still buying more plastics. It's going to be a burden. Right. So this is my few suggestions. I'm happy to work at any level. So please kindly include me as well. Yeah.
Shubha ma'am, Ramhanallah suggestion. So
thank you,
what I wanted to say is we are trying our level best to get funds out of the places where people are interested. And another thing which I wanted to ask to this open forum, that is there any pool of investors or a group of investors who are particularly interested in the space of ESG impact or something like environmental issues or aligning to SDGs? If any one of you know of a pool of investors, it will be great.
Yes, sir. I can just give you my experience. CSR is like, each company has got a CSR policy or CSR committee will be there. Okay, advisory committee will be there. So each, depending upon the CSR amount or like the CSR annual budget, the companies will have a clearly defined policies. So in the sense, like, for example, L&T actually works only on infrastructure. Example, I'm saying education and infrastructure. So it's like if you ask L&T to contribute this e-waste, they may not be able to do it, though the organization though the CSR manager or an expert wants to support this, the CSR policy will never allow them to support. So this is kind of a policy constraint issue. So each organization, each company will have their own CSR policies. They have to abide with it, and it is linked also. It's like, they have to abide with the CSR policy, then advisory committee, then the CSR board, and then, the Ministry of, Corporate Affairs. So it's like a big, chain of chunks. So it's nowadays only like, I'm saying like CSR Act came in 2019, I believe. So it's like initially like, first sector was education. sector was a little bit of health. Now only like, the sports and culture and, there's economic is coming up actually. So probably this is the time that we have to, approach
Right.
different companies and then present it at least.
Right.
So it's like somebody was saying about social media. So instead of social media, I would suggest you can just prepare a 2-page note and send it across to the companies.
Right.
It is just a connection.
Right.
One way it's like pushing them the information to those companies, and second is like organizing a structured meet of quarterly or half-yearly meet,
Right.
so that it definitely more money will come in, but it is just a process that we have to go through.
Right.
This is
Thank
my
you. Thank you.
That is
Fantastic
where I
input.
No,
Anil sir, I think wants to come in. Anil sir wants
No,
to
wait,
come
wait.
in. Somebody is speaking.
Sudipto, 1 minute. Before this Subhash point, that is what I've been insisting. When you send that 2-page point, you give the beneficiaries, and then you send them about the carbon footprint, and these are things they are interested, where they can get branding also. Don't forget to add these points. Right, Subha? What I say?
Yes,
No,
sir. Yes,
adding,
sir.
adding the, who are the beneficiaries, like leprosy patients or women or physically challenged people are involved. They are getting livelihood. That will create a kind of impact. Number 2 is you are reducing the footprint. Many of the environmental based companies who are working in also will be interested. Then the policy will be discussed in the committee. That is how Subha is pointed out. And I would like to second that idea. Very nice idea.
Another thing, it's like, in Tamil Nadu alone, it's like almost 1,200 crores of money is being pumped in. Maharashtra is the main thing. Maharashtra is like around 3,000 crore, I believe. Okay. And then comes the Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, and then the West Bengal. So it's like, this is the major states in India, the CSR money is being pumped in. So it's like maybe you can actually think of scaling up in Maharashtra as well as in Tamil Nadu, the similar model. So the KNM can.
Ma'am, just I want to interrupt you for a second, because we have got
Anil sir is waiting, Rajiv. So
Sure,
can
sure.
we have a talk with Anil sir? He's a senior person. Then you can contribute to both.
Okay.
Anil sir, over to you.
Thank you.
Certain,
Thank you very much. Sorry for interruption in between. Number one. Second thing, we had just now finished our senior citizen refreshment. We have almost every Sunday this program, and I want to show you even not a single paper will be left behind.
Great, sir.
Can you see? In our society, you don't find even a simple paper, small paper outside. It is a 35-acre society, and we have 700 people here. Do you remember that Mother Teresa? She was in Calcutta, and somebody told her, so the Calcutta town is so dirty. What you are doing for this thing? And there was only one reply. She told, if you can just clean your front, whole town will be very clean. This is what I want to share. Our senior citizens have taken this care. They go to each and every corner. If you come to our society anytime 24 hours, you won't find even a small paper around this thing. This is such a beautiful environment we have already created here. It looks like a UK in Gurgaon. It's a different culture here. Even children are so good. All behavior change we are doing day-to-day basis. We are doing it, and we are doing waste management, wet waste, dry waste, electronic, everything. All the housewives are so trained. They are doing already. There is no penalty for doing, but they are doing all volunteer service. All are doing very good. This is what I want to share with you. And one more thing I want to say, let us be mindful about short speech. People are, talking too much. Let us give time to others also. Be short as possible. Even 1 minute you can give your message. It is excellent. Thank you so much. God bless all.
Thank you, Anil sir. And we are thinking about Gurgaon in UK, not UK in Gurgaon, as you
Yes.
told. And you are very proud about what you are doing, and we are taking pride in what you are doing, sir. And really, we can emulate that in Calcutta and elsewhere also. So thank you for your inputs. Rajiv, you are telling something.
Yeah.
Addressing Shobha.
Subha ma'am, I just want to tell you that we have got a little foothold in Maharashtra as well. We have received an award also from Pune, and Maharashtra in NMIMS campus, we have got our city office as well. But unfortunately, again, the challenge is that the man, you can say human capital. Okay, we can connect it in different ways, but yes, the physical presence, face-to-face discussion, what we are doing right now, that is sometimes much more effective than just roaming around. So again, the same thing, the old chicken and egg story. If we got the proper handholding in terms of funding, if we can deploy a good human capital in Maharashtra as well, we have got already the foothold is there. Some of the organizations know us as well. But anyway, we are actually in that particular junction of scaling it up as we are discussing for the whole morning and afternoon.
Right. Great. Gopi sir, I took over your role as a
No
anchor.
issues, no issues, no issues, no issues.
So a few more things from this audience. We really wanted to get your guidance because we all know that north and south, there are some divides in some people. But since I have worked in VIT University Vellore for almost a decade, so I don't have that divide. And already in Bangalore, we have some existence from Karma Moksha Nirvana. But we really require your opinions about how we can raise funds and connect in a much more wider way so that we can really survive in this market where, we want people who are really interested in contributing to our handholding. And Rajiv, you didn't say that how you will connect with the investors who show some interest.
See,
And
there are,
Vishwanath sir is also here. He just...
I just want some question. I want to ask Mr. Rajib. I mean,
Yeah.
so you're telling 5,000 bags a month. That's what you're telling.
Yeah.
So can you tell in terms of weight? Because I am basically a process engineer, so my thinking is.
It is depending on the textile which we are using. I have shown you the pictures. If it is made out of denim or jeans, so sometimes it is going up to 750 grams to 1 kilo. But if we are using only the textile, only the cotton, then it is between varies between 200 grams to 300 grams.
Have you also dealing with poly? Go ahead.
Yeah. And we have introduced a new SKU. I will just show you for one minute. This basically, just a minute.
Right, the man-made fibers, and some of them, when they are combined with natural fibers, sir, so the blend weight goes up. And
no, I am asking polyester and acrylic.
Acrylic, yes, acrylic.
Are you dealing making out of that also, because all your photos showed only jeans and
No. See, now you can see these are the basically our newest product in the line. That is the cushion cover, 16 by 16 cushion cover, and you can see katha stitch work is there. Okay. Now this is basically, these square pieces are made out of silk saris, used silk saris. Okay. These are the cushion covers. Okay. These all are the katha stitches made out of it. Okay. So these 16 by 16 cushions are weighing around 150 grams to 200 grams only. Including lining, including all the accessories fit into it. It is basically button, wooden button in the back. Yeah, go ahead.
At Anna University, we got a very problem from Gujarat.
Okay.
I looked at it not from any reason, not like that, purely from process and profit.
Okay.
So they are saying polyester waste is available, cloth waste is available at about 8-9 rupees, like that per kilo, and and polyester cloth waste.
Okay.
And acrylic is 6 rupees per kilo. So I am purely from process industry. I couldn't find any other material at that cost, like PVC scrap, HDP scrap, all those things are about 20 rupees a kilo. So I have put some student, it's a student project we are running.
Okay.
What we plan to do is to go for a low temperature pyrolysis. So you burn, you try to get the fiber from the cloth and mix it, and then make some boards. Because the fibers offer the strength. And so yours is a much advanced than us, because first step is reduce, then reuse, then recycle. We are coming in the third spot. So a student project is running in the textile department of Anna University, where we are trying to recycle the waste, because he's talking of mountains. He says 100 tons also I can provide. So,
Right.
So,
Vishwanath sir, one input here. You told absolutely correct that reduce and till recycle. Now, what we are trying to do here is also upcycling in a circular economy concept. Now, we tried to have a technology immersion, but we are lacking funds because we want to shred the textiles. So a denim trouser is put into a industrial shredder, and that shredding machine makes small pieces of textiles, which can be not reused but upcycled into a packaging box. A packaging box which can help in that we are discarding thermocols. Okay, so that the packaging is done more by those shredded textiles. So these type of innovation and continuous upgradation we are trying to do, but somewhere we always require that Mahatma Gandhi's note. Okay, so that it comes.
Lot of startups. See, one of the things you can go. In fact, there was a presentation a couple of weeks back, 3 weeks back, about, because especially women-owned startups, and startup funds are there. Lot of startup funds, innovative funds, and at least there are people who organize these things. Grants, there are 20 lakhs, 30 lakhs kind of grants. Startup grants are there. If you tie up with any incubation centers, and now government of India is funding these startups. So these innovation, and you can separate. Your commercial side is one thing. Students, of course, they are ready to work on projects almost free of cost, unlike employees. So you can give projects to your universities there, and they are happy publishing papers and things like that.
Right.
So you at very low cost. In fact, we use in our university we extensively use students. Of course, because they have academic pressures, we limit them to 8 hours a week. That is typically 1 day in the weekdays and 3 days on Saturdays. And we tie up with industries for as low as 8,000 rupees a month. The same person, when he graduates, will demand 15 lakhs a year.
True.
Yeah.
And even I know Gopi sir, he mentors startups and aspiring entrepreneurs in Annamalai campus. Rajiv, since he talked about Startup India funds, so please within half a minute say what actually you explored till now on these forums and on this incubation space. Rajiv, over to you. Rajiv, are you there? Okay, I know that he has incubated in IIM Shillong and IIM Visakhapatnam, and we are also trying with BIRAC. We applied in IIT Kanpur one project of BIRAC, and we are still waiting for the results. So Rajiv, actually just now Vishwanath sir was talking about Startup India Fund. So half a minute for you. Can you please tell what you explored?
Vishwanath sir, actually we are part of AIC NMIMS incubation, and we have received the startup grant, which is not sufficient enough at this point of time for us, because as you rightly said, we have crossed the third. We are in the third league of your cycle. So now we need the funds to scale up to the commercial part. Okay, we have done all kind of R&Ds. We have received fund from Niti Aayog already. Okay, now we need basically commercial investor, the professional investors or the structured investors to handhold us to take it to the next level. We are targeting export market first because due to our research and the market study, which we have got the result now with us, that upcycling market in India is far yet to be matured. At least it will take another 5 years to be matured. I am talking about psychologically. We know what is our responsibility towards environmental sustainability. I am talking about the educated community like you guys all are sitting here in a Sunday morning because you want to contribute something good to the society. But in the mass scale, this awareness is lacking like hell. And we are actually, for the 2.5 years, we have spent our energy, our money, our efforts, our entire movement. We have basically invested in this to create this awareness. The rest things are happening in the background and it will still happen. But unfortunately, to change the psyche, rightly said by our all the speakers in between, that to change the psyche, it is, Subha ma'am also said that it is very difficult. So that's why we are now targeting the export market for the sustenance. Otherwise, whatever good we want to do, we cannot carry it forward to the next level.
Right. So I think we are done. It's almost 12:33. If there are any other queries, any other clarity or any other, support for us, so we are open. Otherwise, over to Gopi sir.
I will sound because we are part of several platforms. So your initiative will bounce because it's the first time we are hearing something like this. So nice initiative. I appreciate it. We'll bounce it in several platforms and then see if something comes out of it.
Oh, it's a blessing, Vishwanath
Yeah,
sir.
and Mr. Sir, definitely I will take the lead of Suresh sir and I will share you this 2-pager that is with me.
Okay.
And
so you put the link in the chat or something like that?
Yeah. No. It is basically a document PDF file, PDF format. Okay.
Yeah, you can send it, sir. Rajib sir, you can send
it. You can put the binder here in the chat box, Rajib. Okay. In the meantime, what I wanted to say is, for all of us here, those who all of us here have a why to live, we can almost bear with almost a how. So it is very important that we have a why with us, which are very correct and focused. How comes on when we discuss in this type of forums. And Vishwanath sir, you are the other name of Lord Shiva. So with your blessings, we can definitely proceed furthermore. So Rajiv, I think you are sharing the binder, if possible, in the chat box, while I hand it over to Gopi sir. So sir, I stole your role today.
No issues, sir.
But this has been a bone of contention for a long time. See, this excess clothes is it's unfortunately a social curse. Whether you need or not, we keep buying clothes, and I just want to say, I mean, and as social animals, it's very, very difficult to break the cycle, like Rajib said.
True.
So the first step in sustainability is reduce. But unfortunately, it's very, very difficult because we are social animals, and even in a hot climate like Chennai, we attended, we address seminars and conferences in suit. Luckily, people are not expected to wear a tie nowadays. We have saved that embarrassment, but a jacket definitely yes. Which probably has crept in the last 20-25 years.
True. And I tell you, Vishwanath sir, being a textile technologist, we always nowadays, when I go to NIFT Calcutta to deliver my lectures, I find lesser is the fabric in the textile, more is the fashion, and more is the cost. So it is a minimalistic living, true, but the thing is that it has to be valuable enough and aligned to our Indian psyche and culture too. So I think you understand what I wanted to mean, but it's definitely the gradually our society is becoming aware, and people across our country are now getting more and more sensitized. But again, we are a very diverse country, so people have different way of looking at things, and that is one of the biggest challenges we are facing. So I request again Rajiv to share the binder, and in the process, Gopi sir, over to you. And
I have already shared the binder.
in the chat box,
Yes.
we can't see it yet. Just now, Shamala Mani ma'am has written. You please check, Rajiv, whether the binder is visible or not. And other way, Gopi sir is always there to help us.
It's getting uploaded.
That's the reason. So Gopi sir is always there to help us to put our binder in the group. Here
It's
it comes.
already there.
Here it
Yes,
comes.
it's already there. It's already there. It's already there.
So if anybody wants to download it, and you can see it also, what is there. In the meantime, Rajiv will hand it over to Gopi sir. And I'm very grateful to Suresh Maria Selvam sir. We were colleagues together in VIT. He told me suddenly that Sudipto and Rajiv, why don't you speak on this forum? Because we are really enriched and motivated by the people who contributed us and those who listened to us also. Rajiv, we are wrapping it up and handing over to Gopi sir.
Yeah. Thank you, Dr. Sudipto. Thank you, Rajib, for taking your time out on a Sunday morning to be with us and share your thoughts.
It's our pleasure.
Yeah,
It's an honor. It's an honor.
It's we had some excellent interactions, and I'm sure we'll be able to take it forward from here. So thank you once again. Thank you all for your time. Thank you, Suresh sir, also for connecting us.
1 minute. No, only 1 second. One small question only.
Yes, sir.
Rajiv, there is only one question.
Yeah.
Rajiv?
Yeah.
Other than the bag, there are people are making menstrual hygiene pads from the cloth. Do you have any idea of going for alternative products also, or only with the bag you are stuck? What is your plan?
No, see, the products which I have shown it to you today during this presentation, that is the readily available products with us. With after completion of the R&D, now the products are ready for selling, right? And for this menstrual pad, actually, I know that there is a big demand of it, and we are working on basically R&D part. We are trying to we are little bit in a fix in detailing of that, whether we should use the textile fiber, then it should be reusable and washable, or we can use other natural fibers like bamboo shoots or like banana leaf and that
the fiber
stem.
extracted out of banana leaves, right?
Yeah, leaf and stem. So that R&D is still going on, and we have not finished it yet. So it is not really kind of situation that I should comment on it. Once the products are ready, the R&D is done, the market survey is done. I know the demand is there. I am getting these questions in every forum almost.
Down south, Rajiv, there is a padman of India who actually presented in VIT once about the machine which he has manufactured, and how much he is sensitizing the self-help group of women to manufacture all this. Yes.
So, but you are open to that, right? You can
yes,
go for other
we are open. We are open.
Great. So, Gopi sir, over to you.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you all. Dr. Shamla, ma'am, would you like to add something, ma'am?
Yeah, I just would like to add only one thing, that regarding the menstrual products, of course, reusable are always very worthwhile and important. But, kindly keep in mind the hygiene aspect.
because
just
even what Muruganandam and all started,
Yeah.
and then it got disseminated into some of the SHGs. And when we went and did an audit, we found that there was a severe drop in the standards. And then we were in a fix because there were lots of women's organizations which were distributing it free of cost and all that. But very often when we took samples and we tested it hygienically, it was not found to be very good. So even making it with cellulose and with a particular type of cover, but it was the operational part of it, where we have to maintain standards and specifications and hygiene. That is something that we need to build into it. Of course, the biodegradable ones are most welcome. The ones which are made with natural material like banana peels and so many other things. And even cloth, as long as it's coming out quite well. It is being tried out with for incontinence pads and even for sanitary, and how to do the reuse and everything. That's coming out quite well also. But the whole aspect about hygiene and standards is important.
Ma'am, actually, I just want to add a few lines to it. You rightly said you are, and we are fixed for that only. Whether to go for the pricing part or whether to go for the product quality. And we are fixed in between. That's why I told Suresh sir that I am not in a position to comment very confidently about it, because we are targeting the sector of the society or the segment of the society who are actually economically little bit backward. Because affluent people, they can buy the normal ones, which are the priced ones or the expensive ones, whatever you say, and the different varieties are available. But we are talking about the larger part of the society where this using sanitary pad is a luxury for them. So if whether to target the upper class of the society or the basically greater part of the society, so these factors are still we are yet to figure it out. So it will take some while to reach to the conclusion.
Absolutely, yes.
Okay, we will keep in touch with you, Shamla ma'am, because you have a lot of inputs for us, which will be very, very helpful, like it seems. Would you be disturbed by them?
Definitely. In whatever way I can help, I would be more than happy to do so.
And ma'am, there is small request. I have shared my contact details also in that flyer. If you can just send me a small text of yours, so that we will be in touch with you, or maybe I will take your number from Gopi sir. Or
definitely.
I already shared it to Sudipto.
Yes, I have forwarded it to Rajiv also. Rajiv is there already.
Yeah, okay. I have muted my mobile, so that's why.
Shamala ma'am is already there with you.
Okay, thanks. I will be in touch with you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.